Today in New York City, ICE agents are seen attempting to detain and deport black Americans who are citizens of America. What happens next is a powerful reminder. Standing up for your right is not just necessary, it's essential.
From Brooklyn. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, I'm born here. Kings County Hospital, Brooklyn. I'm born here. I'm born here. Brooklyn, baby. Suck my. Look, yo, listen. They asked me for ID. I didn't show them no ID. They cuffed me. That was it.
And then how did they take the cuffs off?
The one guy came and he said, just take the cuffs off of it. I didn't show them.
Just as we have seen in the clip, as the agents move in, the community does not back down. Black men and women are defending themselves and asserting their rights. This is not about chaos. It's about courage. It's about resilience and refusing to be treated as less than full citizens.
You know people are tired when you go to work and either on your way or coming from, you see ICE. And you decide in that moment, in your polka dot business casual dress with your business casual shoes and your blazer, that fuck everything else, the time is now. And you start snapping. Man, when I say let's get active, New York, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get active. Let's get active. They'll see us in our business casual. They'll see us going to work, coming from work. Let's be active in the moment. We don't have to put on a show. We don't have to be active in the moment. That's what we need to see. Good job, lady in the polka dot dress. Good job.
Did you guys see what happened to ICE when they decided to roll up to New York City? ICE showed up to New York City to pick up the Canal Street vendors, but they weren't expecting all these New Yorkers to join in on the streets and start following them and chanting and calling them names and giving them the finger. They weren't expecting that because New York is different. You thought that it was going to be like Portland. You thought the New Yorkers are going to be wearing inflatable costumes and doing the cha-cha slide outside, but you were wrong. You were wrong because New York started pulling up in full force and they were coming out of everywhere. They were coming out of businesses. They were coming out of their jobs to form this mob around the ICE agents. And the ICE agents had to walk back to their little van and retreat back into the building because they were scared. Because they were scared. This ain't Portland, papi. This ain't California. This is New York. And you're gonna find out, okay? You're gonna find out what it's like to be persecuted, okay? New Yorkers ain't gonna put up with this. And every day that you're there, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more New Yorkers, and they're gonna come out, and they're gonna yell shame, and they're gonna give you the finger, and they're not gonna tolerate you being in their city, okay? What you think this is? No, papi, you found out today.
ICE was out there rounding up illegal street vendors in New York City. You know how they be over there on Canal Street with all those counterfeit goods. Brother, I got a deal for you, brother. You know, you could barely walk around because there's merch everywhere, right? I feel bad for the people that work in that location because those illegal street vendors with those counterfeit goods make it difficult for you to work in those locations. Look, brother, man, I'm just trying to get to work. I don't want to buy none of your counterfeit stuff. There's Timo and DHS Gate, whatever that place is, right? So a lot of New Yorkers were shocked coming off the subway because they didn't see any of the street vendors. They was like, what's going on? We could walk freely. We could go to our work without being harassed. Yeah, that's what happened, y'all. ICE, ATF, and the FBI had an operation rounding up them street vendors selling those counterfeit goods. And that's a federal offense. One dude got spicy with them and they had to lock him up real quick, right? Oh, New York PD, they want to let y'all know that they didn't have no parts in that operation because they don't want y'all protesting or throwing rocks or something like that. But yeah, New Yorkers, they happy. They happy that happened. Like, man, clear the streets, right? We want some real authentic stuff.
Guys, as we continue watching, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. So in the footage we have seen, ICE agents are confronted while attempting to detain and deport Black Americans in New York. Guys, watch as community members stand their ground. They are defending themselves and asserting their rights as citizens of the United States. This video is here highlighting the courage and resilience of those fighting against unjust actions. Guys, stay informed, know your rights, and the power of standing together. Let's watch these remaining clips, and I'll be coming back with more commentaries. Share your thoughts in the comments.
I've never been more proud to be a New Yorker than watching New Yorkers' response to ICE going after the vendors on Canal Street. For those of you that don't know, Canal Street is an infamous, popular tourist destination basically in New York City where you can find counterfeit goods, usually sold by Senegalese men who work for Chinese people, and vice versa. People who usually crack down on Canal Street is the local NYPD, but
wait till y'all get to the Bronx. Yeah, wait till you get to the fucking Bronx.
Well, yesterday afternoon, ICE rolled up through New York City with tanks, men in masks, heavily armed guards with AK-47, automatic rifles, all things you don't need for guys who are hawking a fake Louis Vuitton bag on the street corner minding their business.
The fuck out of New York! The fuck out of here! Fucking bitch!
Here's Tuesday, a right-wing political commentator with Turning Point USA, Sarah Hernandez, posted something on social media tagging ICE, saying that you should come check this out because it seems like they're all from Senegal.
New York City, and okay, my friends, I was just driving down the street, I was Ubering, and I saw this huge market of African migrants selling all of these bags along this sidewalk.
But the point of this video is that people are tired of ICE, are tired of this administration. People are tired of the unilateral dictator-style decisions that Trump is making, and no one wants a militarized force going through the streets to, one, target men who are minding their business, two, scare the actual citizens around them. Because don't make no mistake, this is all fear tactics, right? You send in the military against Americans in America to scare them into following the orders of the military. Yeah, but New Yorkers wasn't having it. They were not having it. They were not having it. And I think between New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, just a lot of cities that have people who are like, you know what, actually, fuck this. We're not going to let this go any further. I think ICE will have a hard come to Jesus moment if they continue to go through New York, because New Yorkers are not going to lay down and let them just come in and just ruin the neighborhood, because these people are ruining neighborhoods. They're disrupting neighborhoods, all with our federal tax dollars that we have no say in how it's being used to terrorize Americans in America. Funniest thing is, if the Republicans, Trump, and the right were trying to sabotage Mamdani's, this was just actually a nip in the bud for New Yorkers. Anyone that will fight against this authoritarianism is the person that New Yorkers want. It never makes sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, MAGA. Make it make.
New Yorkers responded to the raid on street vendors along Canal Street. Listen to this.
Oh my God, la chinita. Fuck y'all motherfuckers! Look at this big dummy right here, like. Look at this big dummy.
Agents from ICE, Homeland Security, FBI, and DEA all showed up in heavily armored vehicles, all to target people who were simply working. There isn't an exact count of how many people were taken, but reports say that dozens of vendors were detained, including 2 people who were US citizens. Those detained were reportedly taken to 26 Federal Plaza. And allegedly, on the way there, some agents brandished their machine guns at New Yorkers while New Yorkers gave chase. Later that night, people gathered outside of 26 Federal Plaza in protest, joined by city officials. And mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani tweeted, "Once again, the Trump administration chooses authoritarian theatrics that create fear, not safety. It must stop." According to reports, several protesters were arrested for allegedly clashing with agents. New Yorkers were just going about their day when masked men descended upon their city. Their response wasn't organized, it was instinctive. Say what you want about New York, but New Yorkers are people who look out for each other. Trump wants people to stay quiet while his masked agents disappear people. But like we're seeing in New York and other places around the country, the people aren't just gonna let that happen.
So guys, in moments like this, tension always rises. But do you notice that the community is calm, they are focused and unified. They are using their voices and their presence to demand justice, safety and dignity. Yes, this encounter shows the power of standing together while ICE attempts to enforce policies that disproportionately target communities of color. Citizens are reminding them that your rights cannot be ignored or erased. Across America, countless Black Americans face threats from systems meant to marginalize them. But moments like these are proof when communities stand strong, speak out, and defend their rights. Injustice meets resistance. Yes, remember, you have to know your rights. You have to stay informed and support those defending themselves against unfair treatment. Yeah, guys, share this story, raise awareness, and stand together. Yeah, these are the famous streets of New York. The ICE agents, they are here, arriving with one goal: to detain and deport Black Americans. But you see, what they encountered was far from compliance. Residents were ready, they were alert and unwilling to let injustice go unchallenged. From the first step, New Yorkers refused to stand aside. Men and women stepped forward, speaking out, filming and making it clear they would not allow their community to be targeted without resistance. ICE was met not with fear, but with unwavering courage. The confrontation grew tense. Voices rose. Residents demanded accountability. They questioned ICE authority, recorded every move, and held the line. Every attempt to intimidate or push them back was met with determination and solidarity. This was more than words. New Yorkers physically positioned themselves to prevent detainment, surrounding their neighbors, standing shoulder to shoulder. ICE agents, expecting compliance, found themselves blocked at every turn. And in this moment, the balance of power shifted. The community, united, would not be ignored. Eventually, the agents retreated, forced to leave empty-handed. The message was clear: Black Americans in New York would not be silenced, intimidated, or removed from their homes without a fight. The community had spoken, and they had made themselves heard. This is what resistance looks like: when citizens unite, when they defend one another. Even in powerful agencies can be held accountable. Across the country, countless communities face similar threats. But today in New York, courage won the day. Stand strong, stand together, and know your rights. Yes. So guys, share this story, document injustice, protect your community, and never underestimate the power of standing up. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video. This video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. And guys, kindly share this video and also like the video, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss on the next one. Thank you and have a nice time. Peace be with you until the next one. Okay, of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video. Thank you. Have a nice time. Peace be with you.